Alright, y'all. I'm gonna take a few minutes now. There we go. That's a little better. It'll probably crank back. We'll see. But anyway, I don't know if I'll get this all done and straight through, or whether I'll have to do different bits at different times and put it together. But while it's on my mind, I kind of wanted to cover a subject: men's roles in SHTF, or just in general, life, preparedness style, homestead, all that kind of stuff. So, I want to make sure y'all seen me drinking my coffee there, so I'm officially a prepper, not just playing one on YouTube. But anyway, diving in, there may be some things that are controversial, maybe not. I don't really think so, but hey, it's my opinion, so you know how that goes. I know there are a few females that watch my channel. It's probably mostly males, just like most of the prepping channels on YouTube and stuff. But anyway, men's roles in SHTF. Of course, it's grab the guns, the plate carriers, do the things, lifting heavy stuff, building stuff, splitting wood with an axe, all that fun stuff. But I believe it goes a lot more than that. I'm going to start off saying that I believe that women can do anything that a man can do, and vice versa, but they shouldn't have to. Some women are, cut out for it, more fit for roles like that than some, but, if you want to bad enough, you can do anything you want to, regardless of gender. But that aside, I believe that, even biblically speaking, that men were given a certain role, a certain amount of leadership, and more physical ability to do things and handle things like that. Like I said, with the leadership role and things, there are plenty of women that are in leadership roles and do really good with it, but generally, most women aren't really cut out for it. They probably could do it in a bad situation, but as men, that's more of our calling. Like I said, going back to the Bible, that it the man is a leadership role and things like that. For one thing, it's a lot of responsibility comes with that. If you're leading a group or your family or something in SHTF and things are really bad, and you have to make tough decisions that everybody has to live with, so you have a little bit more weight on your shoulders than different ones in the group. Being a leader, if you make a bad decision, people die. I mean, like I said, things are pretty calm now, but in an SHTF role, there's going to be a lot of hard things and hard decisions in that, and I believe we're coming up on some of that scenarios now, looking around, seeing all of that. But I'm not going to spend all the time talking on that leadership and doing the more generally accepted manly things. But also, I'm going to touch on some more things that are not commonly as referred to as being manly things. I believe that men should know how to garden. I don't know why, but nowadays they have portrayed it in media, TV, whatever, movies, stuff like that, as gardening is either done by women, or it is done as a hobby by older folks, or if it is a man doing it, they usually feminine him down a lot. You know what I mean? You don't see Arnold Schwarzenegger out there, tilling the garden type of deal. They've put a bad stigma around it, kind of. But I believe, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Everything is not conspiracy. But I do believe that the last 20, 30 years, America has been working on feminizing the male species, or whatever you call it, gender, whatever. But you know what I'm talking about. They're trying to take away the toxic masculinity, as they call it. But anyway, I believe that you should garden. I garden. I really enjoy it. Working in a greenhouse, working in a regular garden. I learned how to can this year. That's something that I hadn't done before. My wife does that. She usually does that, the canning and cooking and stuff like that. But I want to be able to do it too, because especially prepping for Shtf, you never know what's going to happen. You never know if she's going to be sick or hurt or something like that, and then I have to step up and take over. Which we've been working with her on some of the other things, medical, tactical, all around. She helps me build stuff and all that, where if something happens and I'm down, then she can take over. It's really good if you have two people like that know, one may be better than the other on certain things, but that both of you could handle the task if you had to, if things came up to it. You know what I mean? It's very not wise to have only one person that knows a certain skill. Like I said, you got some people that are better at it and a master at it, but everybody in the group needs to have a general idea of how to fill those roles. If you have somebody that is really good with the medical and doctor stuff, and something happens to them, they're incapacitated, then basically the whole group is screwed. Everybody needs a general idea of how to do those things. It's not wise to rely on one person for stuff that's very important like that. Like I said, the gardening and stuff, I really enjoy that. The canning, I like doing that. I'm not a great cook, but I can, cook something to eat. I ain't gonna starve to death and stuff like that. I haven't got into sewing or anything like that yet. I've been working on other stuff and all, but it's a good idea to have all of those skills. Whether you use them mainly or something else is your specialty, it's a good idea to know those skills in case you have to have them. Also, another thing that is not really looked at as a manly task, it's more of the woman's place and stuff, is raising and watching kids and stuff. Babysitting and stuff like that. But I enjoy doing that. I enjoy spending time with my kids. I watch them a lot. I help them do things, and it's definitely a joint effort there. It's not just getting her, here's the kids and you raise them type of deal. There's a whole lot of dads that do that. I don't really understand how they can do that. That would kill me. I love my kids, and the rest of the people in the group, they're good fathers too. They watch kids, they take care of them, and by that I don't mean like a lot of dads do, and especially you see on TV and stuff, the mom will leave, the dad is supposed to watch the kids, and he's kicked back in the chair watching football or something like that, and they're swinging off the chandelier and stuff like that. No, I mean actually watching them and taking care of them, and making sure that they're not getting hurt, and small kids are not putting things in their mouth they shouldn't be, and actually being a parent and stuff. You know what I mean on that. I'm sure a lot of you do anyway. But like I said, it's, I believe, very important to have a group, and I believe it's even more important than that to have a good, solid people in the group versus just trying to have a group of 50 people, where you'd be better off with a group of 15 people that were really good, hard working, good family people that are really solid, somebody that you can rely on, because if things get bad enough, you're all going to be relying on each other for a lot of things, and you're also going to be relying on each other not to sell the group out. The bigger the group and the more people that you are not really familiar with, the more chance it is to have a rat. But anyway, that's all I can think of right now, unless I come up with something else, and then I'll tack it on before I upload it. But anyway, if not, stay prayed up, prepped up, and strapped up. See you.